Friday the 13th. You may only see it once, but that will be enough. Friday the 13th.
Hey up, Rock God 2004 back with another video for you, and I'm just going to do a little review of the dog walking in. Ginger prick.
What a bell end!
Hey up, Rock God 2004 back with another video for you, and I'm going to do a little review of... My phone's ringing. What?
Boys are back in town! The boys are back in town! And this movie is a movie that you can buy in the movie shop at HMV.
Since when did I become so popular? Right. Hey up, Rock God 2004 back with another video for you, and I am going to do a sort of little... like a review, if you like, a little mini review of the original 1980 Friday the 13th. But this is I've seen it at the cinema on the big screen. I was so excited to see this because it's my second favourite film, as most of you know, and I'd seen Jaws multiple times at the cinema. I'd never seen Friday the 13th. And when it came out, it actually came out last Friday the 13th, and I thought it was going to be on for a week or two. I think it was just on for the day, and I missed it. I didn't know. I was gutted. And then Sammy G, stinging and a minging in an area who you've seen doing a beautiful rendition there of The Boys Are Back in Town. He said to me, I'm going to the cinema on Sunday. So I said, what you got to see? He went Friday the 13th. I was like, what? Is it on? So Laura went, I'd like to see that. So anyway, the three of us went, and Simba. And I'm sat there waiting, munching away at my nachos. That sounded wrong. And yeah, the adverts came and went, and up came the certificate, Friday the 13th. And I'm going, certificate 15? This was never, ever a 15. It's always been an X or an 18. And I was quite insulted that it had been demoted, if you like. Anyway, it started with the Warner Brothers logo, because it's over here. Long time since I've seen that. I didn't like that. I like the Paramount logo. Anyway, so the Warner Brothers logo comes up, and then it starts with the full moon and the crickets chirping, and then it goes into the opening scene. And I was like, right, this is clearly a 4K transfer, because it was absolutely beautiful. It looked amazing. It looked clear. There was no dirt on it. You could just see everything. It looked fantastic. And I was waiting for the bit where the couple go up the stairs in the cabin, and then the unseen killer goes up the stairs following them. Because when you get to that scene on the 4K disc, and the camera turns to him and he goes, we weren't doing anything, we were just messing around. All you can see behind him is blackness. Now, every other time I've seen the film before the 4K, you've seen the roof, the wooden roof, and on the 4K it's just darkness. And then there's other bits as well. When it goes to broad daylight, there is some really nice scenes on it, some beautiful scenes on it. I will give it that, and the colours look amazing, and it is really sharp. It's a really good picture. It's all the dark bits I have the problem with. I didn't even watch it all the way through. Anyway, the film on the cinema, you could see everything. It wasn't too dark, and it was just crystal clear, and it was totally clean. It looked amazing. So then it got to the bit of the first victim in the woods, and you see her in it. If you haven't seen it, I won't go into it. And then you see them sort of slide down the tree. On the R-rated cut, the theatrical version in the States, that's all you could get at one point when it was withdrawn over here. When that happens, you see a bit of blood come out and then it fades out early. That's exactly what happened last night. I was like, you're joking me. There's another death sequence with a very famous actor who I won't go into in case you haven't seen it and you're going to see it, because Sam had never seen this film. And there's a famous bit with a spear through the throat from the other side. And then when it happens, you see from the side view and the blood jet, and then you get a full frontal in the uncut one. Yeah, it went off. This is why it was a 15. They were showing the R-rated cut, and I was absolutely gutted. However, it's not that much longer. It's only bits of gore that are trimmed in from the full uncut one. But I just cannot believe how nice it looked on the big screen. It looked absolutely stunning. I was so tired. And there was a quiet bit on, and I could feel my eyes going, and I'm like this. Next thing I know, I dozed off. It can't have even been for a minute, because like when I woke up, the same kind of scene was on, because it was a long scene where nothing's happening. And what woke me up was me going. When I turned around, I had Sam that side of me and Laura that side. They were both laughing at me, and I'm like, and I'm sure somebody in front turned around. It didn't happen again. That woke me up fully. That, but my God, yeah. I mean, what an experience! I've wanted to see it at the cinema for years. So yeah, the good thing is, the picture was fantastic. The two bad things are, one, it is the cut version. It's the certificate. Even the cut version over here was at 18, but now it's a 15. And I don't know why, because you still see the bit on the where he's on the impaled on the door with all the arrows and the blood and everything. I mean, that's bad. To me, it still should be an 18, even the cut version. It always was, but now they've decided to downgrade it to a 15. Anyway. So it's the cut version, and the only other complaint I've got about it is, although the picture is amazing and it's not dark like the 4K disc is, the colours weren't quite as strong as what I thought they should have been. Like when it's a 4K transfer, normally you'll see the leaves on a tree are green. They're not just green; they're green. And that wasn't happening, and the reds, like the blood and anywhere where there was red, it wasn't overly colourful like on a proper 4K disc that you see it is. But that was just a minor thing, because the rest of the picture was fantastic. And it was an absolutely fantastic experience, I must admit, seeing it on the big screen. If you are a Friday the 13th fan and you've always wanted to see it at the big screen, I urge you to go, even though it's the cut version, because you can always come home and watch your uncut one. You're never going to get the chance to see it on the big screen very often. And it was a really, really good experience. There's a few jump scenes, especially the main obvious one. I'm not even going to say where it is, but Sam wasn't even fazed. I was gutted, because every time there was a jump scare, I was going back like this and like get me peripheral on these two. Laura was jumping and she's seen it before. I think Sam jumped once, but when we come out, he really enjoyed it. Laura enjoyed it at the cinema as well. It was just we had a great night. We'd had a pint before we went in as well, so that was nice. I didn't get any photos or footage. I meant to, and I just totally forgot, because it was absolutely belting it down. It rained all night, and I forgot it was raining in the film as well. I should have like thought, oh, it's like it's happening now, but it never occurred to me. But yeah, it was a really, really good night. Really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I went. And I urge anybody who's a big Friday the 13th fan to go and see it, because it looked. So while I'm on here, I thought I'd show you a couple of things that I've sort of like bought, received, watched. There's not much, thought rather than do a separate video, I'd stick it on the end of me Friday the 13th review. So the first thing is, we did a watch along. The last watch along we did. There was me, Delboy, Ryan, and Jake. I'll leave links below to everybody's channels who I've mentioned. And we watched Dog Day Afternoon with Al Pacino. I'd never seen it before. I didn't fancy it because all I knew was it was a bank robbery gone wrong, and it all takes place in the bank. And I'm like, sounds riveting. I swear to God, it absolutely blew me away. I loved it. I think to date, it's probably my favourite Pacino film. I loved it that much. He, God Almighty, he's amazing, and you feel one absolute shitload, tremendous amount of sympathy for the guy in the film. Oh man, I know he's a bank robber. Trust me, if you haven't seen it, you'll know what I mean when you watch it. So, because I'd said this, and Delboy got me that scent. I haven't opened it yet because I know it's just a standard Blu-ray and I'm not ready to watch it again yet. Well, I am, but I've got that much stuff. So I'll open that when I'm going to watch it. So cheers for that, Delboy. And I've also watched one of the films that Alan Scouser sent me, and I'll leave a link to Alan's channel below as well. He sent me 4 titles. So I've started his, and I've watched Don't Open Till Christmas. I didn't realise at first, but this is the one that I think it's Vinegar Syndrome have released with a nice slipcover with the cartoon titties. And it opens out to be a Christmas card or something. Because I was going to buy it because I'd never seen it. I really like the sound of it. And when Alan was kind enough to send me this, I didn't realise that this is that same film. And I thought, I've seen the cover of this somewhere before because I remember that creepy mask there. Now, I didn't know what to expect from this, but the first thing I noticed when it went on, there's the disc, is it's a British film. It's in London. It's British actors. And the main actor in it was a bloke called Edmund Purdom there. It's his directorial debut. If you've seen Absurd off the Video Nasties list and the film Pieces, Edmund Purdom is the guy who plays the principal in the school in Pieces. He's like the main actor. That's him. I couldn't believe when I seen him in this. I was like, no way he's directed this. But he has. But I tell you what, very low budget, but my God, did I enjoy this. What a cracking little film it is. Really enjoyed it. I'd never seen it before. I'd heard of it. And when it started and I seen it was like British, I thought, this is going to be bad. I really, really enjoyed it. So, yes, you did good, Alan. Thank you very much for sending that one. Really enjoyed it. That's Don't Open Till Christmas. And then
What a bell end!
And then I bought a 7-inch single. Which is a reissue. Sorry, I'm just looking at it because it's just so good. It must be like sort of an anniversary thing, and it's the very, very first Adam and the Ants single, Young Parisians. That's the original artwork that they used on the picture sleeve, which when it was out was quite hard to guess. You can get it second-hand pretty easy now. It's getting in decent condition. But they did originally also do the first pressing on, it was the original paper Decca labels. That's the harder one to get. I do have it, but I've only got it in a Decca company sleeve, which some of them were released in, but some of them were in this sleeve, and I don't have the picture sleeve for that. But I do have the original Decca one. And then they pressed over to these ones with the plastic blue Decca label and the big plastic black circle. That's the more common one. So that's what they've based this one off. It's the same artwork on the back. The B-side is Lady, which I personally think is a far better song. I love that song. But what they've done is they've pressed this on clear vinyl, and they've also tried to make it look like the old plastic one, but it is actually a paper label. I'll show you. Nice little sticker. You get an inside polylined sleeve, which is really good for a 7-inch single. Now you see that's what it used to look like, the common one, but all this was plastic, and the paint, it was painted blue. I think they're called ink injected labels, and that black bit there is all plastic. But that is a label on this one, but they've just made it look like that. So it's a nice sort of a misty clear vinyl. But you see it's not plastic, it's actually a paper label with it printed on. I think they've done a really nice job. I think it looks good. I think it probably would look better with the original Decca labels, but I do like how they've done that, because that was the more common one. And the A, it's like you say, we're made up of a load of dots like it is on the plastic labels. And there's Lady on the other side, done the same. So I was really glad to get that. I'd seen it come up for pre-order, and I couldn't afford it at the time. I know it was only like sort of 14 quid, I think it was. That was including the postage. I found this on eBay, bidding it, and I got it cheaper than what I could get it on online, because I think it was £14.99 and then postage as well. Well, I got it for £14, and that was the postage included. And it was sealed. I've opened it. It's brand new and sealed. So yeah, I'm over the moon to have that. I do like Adam and the Ants. I've got quite a bit of their stuff. Not loads, but I've got a tiny bit. Should I do an Adam and the Ants video? Comment, let me know. So yeah, that's a reissue on clear vinyl of the first Adam and the Ants single, Young Parisians. And lastly, this is another title that Delboy very kindly sent me, and I've started to watch this, and my God, am I addicted. This is a 6-disc set. I only started it 2-3 days ago, and I'm sort of towards the end of disc 5. There's only one disc left. And it's the complete series of George and Mildred. Wow, have I had a blast with this. I've loved it. Absolutely loved it. I used to watch this with my dad, and I could hear him laughing in my head as I was watching this. I didn't remember a single episode so far, or any instances in it. All I remember is the way that he was and she was, and how they were together, and their faces, and his laugh was as clear as a bell in my head before I even watched it. It's like a daft laugh. And I remember this logo and everything. I remember the neighbours, the mum, the dad, and the little boy Tristram. I could not remember that Roy Kinnear was in it as George's friend. To remember him at all being in it. There's the George, Mildred, and the two neighbours. Anne and Geoffrey. They haven't put the little boy on there. And you know, he's so cute, the little boy. He's actually about my age. Because after seeing him, I thought, after this, I wonder what he got up to. And I found him, and I looked at him. You can kind of see it's him, and I thought, wow. Because when I used to watch this with my dad, when it was on the telly, the first series, 1976. Wow. And the one I'm watching now, which is the third series, is 1977. So I think 1978 was the last one, and I'm about to start that one. I've still got disc 5 in my 4K player, because I think I've got another 1 or 2 episodes left to watch on that one. And then I'm on to the last one. And I'm going to be gutted when it's finished. I know I am, because I don't know about any of you. When I watch something like this, and even though, like, Laura's the big Harry Potter fan, I do like them. But when I watch them all, and like when I've watched all this, and there's a TV series I love as well called Rizzoli and Isles. It's like an American cop show. It's 2 women. One's a cop, but one's like a forensic scientist. She discovers the cause of death, and gets all the blood stains and all that. But they go together. They're a couple. I love that. When I watch that, it's the same. So when I watch something like that I love, I'm kind of in that world. And when it's finished, I think I need to put the next episode on, and you think, no, it's finished, and I'm still stuck in there. I want to watch more, to the point where you think, shall I start it all again? Because you're in that world. It's weird. I've never ever got that with stuff like when I'm watching a series of films like Friday the 13th or Jaws, my favourite films. Nothing like that. It's when I watch stuff like a TV series, or for the first time in a series of films, the Harry Potter films. Don't know what it is, but you kind of get trapped up in that world that they're in, even though you know it's fiction. I can't describe it. And then when they're finished, you go on a bit of a downer. I know it's going to happen. I can feel it coming. It's not like I'm going to be like, don't speak to me type of thing, but like you just feel like all deflated and like sad because it's all over. This is so rewatchable. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's what I've been watching lately, mainly the George and Mildred series. Brilliant stuff. And that's it, really. I think I'm just about caught up with y'all. I hope you enjoyed this little video, my little Friday the 13th review, and a couple of things I've bought and watched lately. I think I do have another cracking title on the way very soon, because I know they have taken payment, and it is due out tomorrow. I won't get it tomorrow though, but this is a good one. It's not a horror, but it's a really good thriller film, and it's a 4K release. So I'll do a review of that one when I've got it. I might do an unboxing, and then I've watched it and do the review as well, all in one. I'll try that. I know people do that, but that's something I've not really done much of. It saves me having to watch it and say I'll come back and do a review, then I forget. So I'll do that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I am gobbing on because I'm making up for lost time because I've missed y'all. So thank you very, very much indeed for watching, all two of you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much if you've subscribed, because I checked. I think I'm something ridiculous, like 8 away from 600. I can't believe it. It only seems like about 2 weeks ago I reached 5. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm over the moon. So if you have subscribed, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Wow, nearly 600. It's unreal. Yeah. So you all take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon on the next video. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Ta-ta.